Hey, what's up, my truth seekers? How are you doing? Welcome to my live real talk with your girl, Lady D. I always seems to not get this mic together. Always talk without the mic. So, guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and nine buys. Hope you all had a great day today. Yes, indeed, and I'm glad that you all are spending the rest of your evening spending it with me. Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. And in here, like I said, guys, only grown folks are in here. We eat meat, okay? We are no babies in here. Nobody got time to pacify anyone in here. So if you are in your feelings, trust me, this is not the channel for you. Only critical thinkers, people that, going to stand on their truth. So as you can see right here by the title, we going to go ahead and talk about should Carlos King on Love and Marriage in Huntsville, should he go ahead and give Melody Holtz or Melody Sheree, should he go ahead and give her an option? Either you go ahead and break ties with the Melometers or the cats just go ahead and ice you out. So I want to go ahead and talk about all that, guys. As you can see right here, the question I am asking you guys, safety first, which safety is first, guys, because so much stuff is going on. I mean, these people are being stark. Their business page is being, bad reviewers. So much stuff is going on, even talking about, it's, Martell Holt, he was in a mental institution. All this stuff right here is for clicks and likes and for monetization. So enough is enough. I see my girls in the house can Big sis, how are you doing? She said, good evening, all. Welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. So, guys, in 30 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and drop the mic. If I don't know you, you're going to have to camera up, but I'm looking for my own wrecking crew. If guys want to come on, make sure you are welcome. In 30 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and drop the mic, but make sure that your mic is straight, okay? Please, so we can go ahead and give a good show. Also, my girl Jocelyn, if she want to come on, I'll go ahead and drop the mic for her if she want to come on. But like I said, guys, this right here, this is enough. Enough is enough, especially when you messing with other people money in order to lift up another. And that's when I say the buck stops here. So the question is should Carlos King go ahead and give Melody Holtz, give her ultimatum? Either she go ahead and break ties with the Melometers, especially the ones that are very overzealous, that's, coming on their platform and giving bad reports. So we want to go ahead and talk about that because like I said, enough is enough. And I saw a content creator. She had said, I think it had came on my notification where she had said that Melody, she decided to go ahead and take her break. Okay, yes, indeed. Okay, she's decided to take her break, or like I said, if she's given that ultimatum. So I guess someone must be listening to our channel, even though it's very, very small. But I guess someone is listening to it. So I had wrote down some, keynotes. I'm going to go ahead and ask some questions, or and also I'm going to read some of the stuff that I went ahead and put down. Some of the repercussions, could happen to Melody Cherie if she does not dismantle this very vicious, malicious group. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and talk about that. And also, I was watching that also had came on my notification. It was a blogger. Her name is Queen Sheba. I want to go ahead and, call her name out. I might go ahead and use the little clips, or I might not, because I don't want anyone to come at my channel, because I wanted to see, for some reason, I don't know if someone went ahead and tagged me in, but when I had woke up this morning, I saw she had interviewed Melody Holtz at this mimosas, some kind of mimosas with Melody. And some things that she was saying, it was very, very disturbing, especially when she opened up, and she was talking about, how when people go after the Melometers, she was saying that, she was saying that, I was about to, swung swung over their heads or something like that. And I'm gonna say allegedly because it was not her exact words, but I think that's the reason why Carlos King had made a decision. And I'm gonna say allegedly. Like I say, guys, all this right here is for entertainment purpose only. Like I said, if you air it out, you are free game. So let me go ahead and do this disclaimer before I continue with the rest of my commentary because you got a lot of haters, and you got to be 10 steps ahead of them. So, right here, the copyright disclaimer is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. And what we are doing, like I said there, and say if you can't stand the heat, then you're going to have to get out the kitchen, okay? So fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Okay. So I want to go ahead and put that out. And also I want to also let you guys know that this right here is my Cash App. Let me go ahead and put this up, Cash App. Real Talk 985. If you feel like you want to go ahead and give a donation, or however you feel led, go ahead and do it. Or you can hit click like, comment, and that does not cost anything, not at all. I see Gail France. She says, "Hi everyone." Hi Gail. Hi. Yes, and Sharion, I might be pronouncing your name wrong. Sharion Howard. She say, "Hello, Lady D and chat. Welcome, welcome, guys. Welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and non-biased." So, guys, as you can see right here, by the title, we're going to talk about safety first. Yes, safety first, especially, when it comes to a reality show. It's not like, you know, we are, these people are putting their personal business out. Well, some are, but their personal business should be separated from the reality show. Okay. These people are getting paid. They getting paid thousands of dollars, to put on a show, but the thing about it is that we have taken it to what I call an all-time low. Okay. I see my girls in the house, Elizabeth Hoth Girl. She says, on a break here to support your channel. Thank you very, very much. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I just love it. Hello, Lady D. Yes, indeed. So, guys, I want to go ahead and play this little small clip because I want you guys to see when Melody, she and one of the content creators, they had did an interview called Mimosas with Melody. And some things, to me, it was kind of disturbing. So I'm going to show you guys just a little bit, and I put all kind of stuff in between it. And the reason why I went ahead and I did it because, like I said, because of copyright infringement. And like I said, we are allowed to play a little clips, okay? So let me go ahead and show you a little bit. No, I'm not. I don't think I want to show this. Let me see. Let me see. I might. But the thing about it, when she was talking to this content creator, it was kind of weird. To me, it was kind of weird because it's like a la la land, like a fairy tale. It's like what what's her name is Ayana Van Zandt on Fix My Life. You know how she said that it got grown people, they still stuck in, like a childlike mind. And I'm just talking, guys, like I say, this is my opinion. And to me, it's like when it comes to Melody, and this is my opinion, like I say, we all have opinion at the end of the day. It's like, she's a grown person, very, very smart, very intelligent. But it's like, she has like a childlike mind. And when she, you could see all the demeanor, the way that she dressed like a princess. And, I guess that, being that she was the only person, she reminds me, I don't know, you guys are old enough. You remember Nelly on the Little House on the Prairie? That's exactly what Melody reminds me of. She reminds me of Nelly. You remember how Nelly, she was, her mom, which her mom was had adopted her, but she had a dress like a little princess, all cute, and wanted everybody to just look at her and envy her. But inside, I mean, she was just a very mean, horrible person. And when I saw this, Melanie, this is my first time, and nobody is hating. Like I said there and say, it's just that you guys not used to this type of talking. Like I said there and say, I have a spirit of discernment, and I see things, and this is how I see it. And like I said, this might not be the channel for you, but this is how I see it. Yes, Nelly was a brat. Yeah, and maybe because, and I'm not a psychiatrist at all, but I also have a spirit of discernment. You're right, Nelly was a brat. I could not stand her. She was evil to me. Oh my God. And that's exactly how when Melody came across. And when it came to this content creator, I mean, it's like she was just hypnotized. It's like she was just mesmerized by Melody, and I don't even think that she even gauged the audience. She was just, I mean, these people are so weird. I mean, oh my God. And what I had made a video. I might not show. I'm not gonna show it on this one. I'm gonna just show you like a little short. I'm gonna do a little short. That's exactly what I'm gonna do, because you got to be ahead of the game. And you got to just, when the spirits tell you to stop, and don't do something. You got to take heed to what the spirit is saying. So I'm not gonna go ahead and play it, but I'm gonna show you just a little tad. You was Scorpio too. Yes, I am. I'm gonna show you a little tad bit. Let me see. It was a part. When Melody had said there, she had talked about, and you see, I got this little fairy tale thing, and the reason why I put this little fairy tale thing right there is because, I was just trying to blot out some things, but she was saying that, I'm glad that I never been arrested, or and it's not a word verbatim, in jail. But the thing about it is that the things that you did could have gotten you in prison. The things that you did could have gotten you in prison. The only reason why you was not in prison, because Martell went ahead and spared you. Martell went ahead and spared you. And that's the reason why you was not in prison. Let me see if I can go ahead and play this a little small bit. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna drop a short, because I don't want to put it on here.
The fact that I don't have a mugshot. I'll put it that way.
So right there, she's talking about the fact that she does not have a mugshot. Now, I don't know, if they had that event, because I don't check for these people. I see Petty Betty, she's in. How are you doing, Petty Betty? She went ahead and gave a heart. But she said, being that I don't have a mugshot. Now, I don't know if she's saying that, prior to Martell have a mugshot and everybody start clapping and laughing. But the thing about it is this right here, this is criminal.
The fact that I don't have a mugshot, and I know sometimes some of y'all have looked and been like, Melody should do something. Why did she do something? So I can get a mugshot?
So that's just to show you how hypocritical she is. So she was saying, people were saying that, Mel, you need to do something. And Mel already sat there and say, oh, she hold her ground, So I don't know why, when it comes to these Melometers, these Melonuts, I don't know why they feel like they should go ahead and protect her, because as she sat there and say, she is now a wimp, as you can see, Melody, she fights, she even told it to Dr. Heavenly. So when she was talking about a mugshot, that right there was grounds for a mugshot. So let's go ahead and continue playing some of this. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it on a little short. I'm not going to play the whole thing on here.
Babies need me.
So she's sitting there saying, she's not going to do anything, that's going to cause herself to be incriminated, because her babies need her. Like I said, they say cheek and tongue will say anything. The mouth will say anything, because her action, what you see right here, it shows difference. And like I said there and say, guys, nobody is not hating. I don't know these people from a can of paint. It's just that I just don't understand. What are we watching? Are we watching two different shows? Make it make sense. Because this right here, what you see,
But
just look
there
at
have
this.
been times when I literally have had to lean on my mother's prayer, lean on my grandmother, my great grandmother, my great great grandmother, our ancestral prayer.
So right there, she was saying it was times that she had to lean on her mother's prayer, her grandmother, her great great. You didn't lean on no one. You took actions on your own. So she was saying the reason why, she didn't do anything, which we already see this girl had lighter fluid and wanted to unalive whoever was in that house. That right there, that is first degree M. I'm not going to go ahead and say the word, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's first degree right there. And Martell still can file charges because if that happened no less than 5 years in the state of Alabama, you have at least 10 years. And this is not over 10 years. So if anything, and like I say, guys, don't get mad with the messenger. That's why I don't do reviews on all these different shows, because some of the stuff that I might say, you guys might not want to hear it. Because like I said there and say, you guys, you guys are going wherever the wind is blowing. But I'm not the type of person, I'm going to call it out as I see it. I'm going to call it out as I see it. And that's for Dottie, Squatty, or anybody. Okay? So let's go ahead and continue playing just a little bit more.
Okay? The fact that I don't have a mugshot, and I know sometimes some of y'all.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And she's still talking about the mugshot. But Karen Warden, it doesn't matter. Karen Warden says you don't know what happened before. It doesn't matter. That's just like you sitting there unaliving a person, and then you go in front of the judge. Well, judge, you don't know what had happened prior to that. It doesn't matter, guys. What matters is that she had something to incriminate herself. She had lighter fluid and a lighter. And not only that, she threw plants and and I'm gonna say a legend on this because I didn't see no clips of that, where they say she threw a knife in a wall and all types of stuff. We already know it was criminal even when she was at the Fletcher's house. You remember when she threw that wine glass? She didn't throw a plastic cup. She threw a wine glass. This lady, like I said, they said she was very aggressive herself, very violent, very abusive. But the thing about it, guys, you guys don't see this. When we ask the question, well, what about all the stuff that Melody did to Martell? Want me to tell you what we was hearing? Good for him. He deserved it. But I promise you, just like Martell had said, that if it was the other way around, you guys would have sat there and had his head on a chopping board. And you know good and well that is real talk. But like I said there and say, we can't pick and choose. We can't pick and choose. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do some more on a short, okay? But that right there, I just wanted to go ahead and play just a little bit so you guys can see exactly where I'm going. But this right here, this to me, it has gotten out of hand. It has gotten out of hand, especially when you guys are making videos talking about some people, talking about Martell Holt. He have been in a mental institution and found out none of that stuff was true. How you guys went to Stormy's business. Come on, guys. Went to this girl business. And how you guys on social media sitting there trying to drag her business, even got a white girl. Come on, guys. And we supposed to be lifting up black businesses, got a white girl and talking about Stormy's brand, and you guys are running with that, knowing that, like I said, they say these people always wanted us at the bottom, long as we working for them. We should be able to support each other. Like I sit there and say, it got enough for all of us. It doesn't make no sense for us being so petty and so jealous and so envy when it comes to other people, especially black entrepreneurs, especially when it comes to businesses, knowing that it's like maybe one or maybe I'll give it 10% of black entrepreneurs right here in the United States. Very, very, very few. It's just not that many. And to say that we trying to sabotage, and like I said, when it comes to stuff like this, I take it personally, especially all the stuff, the hell that I went through when it came to my business. I went through hell and back where I could have been in prison. I could have been in prison. Thank God that I had a bookkeeper, because if I would have never had a bookkeeper, and they follow where the money at, I would have been in prison today. So when it comes to black entrepreneurs and come to black businesses, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to go hard for stuff like this. Because like I said, it's not easy. It's not easy, especially when you are a small business owner. But it's just a shame, how we sit there and we allow jealous and envy to get the best of us. Like I said, when I'm blessed, you blessed as well. Everyone that attached to it is blessed. But the thing about it, we don't see it because we so blinded by this word called jealousy. Make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. So let me go ahead and read some more of the comments. I see Sharon House said, did he think about the impact on his children before he took those kind of actions? I really don't even know what she's talking about, because if she's talking about, Martell went ahead and cheated, like I said, Martell was not the first, and he was not the last, and we are looking from the outside in. It takes two to tear down the house. Like I said, it's just that we got our foot pressed on one person. Make it make sense, okay? Elizabeth Huthgirl Grove says, black owned business have it tough. Absolutely have it tough. If you only hear the testimony, the stuff that I had been through, I was fighting my case for 7 whole years trying to save my business. So like I said there and say, we go through hell. That's why I said there and say, if you start a small business, make sure you have your I's dotted and your T's crossed. Make sure you get a good bookkeeper, and make sure you get people that is close to your heart. Because if you don't get people that's close to your heart, I promise you, they're going to sabotage us from the inside out, and that's real talk. Okay, so I see Your Hope is in the house. She say hello all. Hey, Your Hope, how are you doing, guys? Welcome to Real Talk with your girl Lady D. It does Ken's big sis, I mean, it's like a tongue twister trying to get her name. She said it does not matter, call the authorities. Absolutely, you don't take matters on your hand. You don't take matters in your hand, and that's just to show you, when it comes to Melody, we have so many different excuses. But I went ahead, guys, and I put down some questions. What are the consequences, when it comes to Melody, and this Melometer, it have gotten out of hand. And now that we already know, if you go for Melody, they already gonna put it out. They coming for you. They say it right here. This is what, I wrote it down. She says right here, um, she said right here, in an interview, is that she's talking about, if someone come for a Melody, she's going to swing at their head. And it's not her word verbatim, but she says she about to swing at their head. And now I see why Carlos King went ahead and put that on the cutting room floor, or did not want that to be associated with his show. Why would he? Because that's not what I call empowering women. It's not empowering women. You telling women, how to sit there and bash somebody's head, or not giving Melody, having her to take accountability of some of the things that she did. I'm thinking that, when I watched the interview, I think it was like 25 minutes. I'm thinking that, she was going to ask some hard questions, something where Melody could take accountability. But the way that they was painting that picture, it's like she was a saint, like she was a goddess, like, nothing that she did wrong. And yes, she is a goddess, but the thing about it is that, have her to take some of accountability of some of the things that have happened. And like I said, if you can tell me, some of the things that, Melody, he did or people are accusing her of, because you guys keep having Melody as a victim. Nobody is really coming for Melody. Tisha never really came for Melody. Tisha is not that type of person to come for Melody. And that's most likely why the big bloggers, like a Tasha K and a Funky Dineva, people with a very, very huge platform, they are supporting them because they see straight through all the BS. You don't see big bloggers really talking about love and marriage in Huntsville. You see these small little channels just coming up out of nowhere, and they doing the most because, like I say, something is behind the scene that allowing these people to push so hard for people that they don't even know. Okay, make it make sense. Either, like I said there and say, either somebody is getting paid under the table, or like I said, they helping their channel to grow. It got to be something, but I just don't understand, because what's the purpose? What's the purpose of gaining the entire world and losing your soul or losing your daggone mind? I don't know, but I got to sleep at night, guys. I got to sleep at night. I want clicks, like I said, and I want likes, and I want people to sit there and watch my channel, and I want to get paid. But I'm not going to tell you something that's going to stroke you, something that's going to tickle your ears. Okay. I'm not going to do that. I see, your Hope says, speaking of callers, I saw a content creator had a preview of an interview with someone for LAMHDC. They are trying to talk about how hostile it is to work with callers. I hope callers respond after seeing the interview. Like I say, callers, really don't have nothing really to worry about, because callers, he worked it with a very huge, major platform. Something that, pretty much Nene Leakes the one had built, because we wasn't even checking for no Bravo, even though Bravo was way, before Nene Leakes, but nobody was checking that. Nene put the engine to Bravo. Nene made Bravo Network a household name, and Callers King was right there, a part of it. We heard of a Callers King, but I never ever heard of a Melody host. I never ever heard of none of them from little old Huntsville. So, like I said there and say, they can try all they want. And that's why I say it's time for Callers King to go ahead and put his foot down and dismantle that, because too much stuff is going on. Too much. And like I said, when you start affecting these people' personal lives, I mean, that's scary. That's very dangerous. That's very dangerous. And anyone that goes against Melody, you trying to say that you will bash their heads? Make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna drop the mic. And if I don't know you, if you don't come on here on a regular base, then you going to have the camera up. And if I really don't know you, you can't set on the channel. Go ahead and say whatever you need to say. Keep it no less than maybe about 5 or 10 minutes, and then you can go ahead and drop. Okay. But also, my regulars, if they want to come on, they are welcome to come on, because I said that I was going to drop the mic in 30 minutes. Okay. So some of the questions, guys, I had wrote some things down. Let me see, because this right here, like I said, it have gotten out of hand. And I think that Callers King, should go ahead and give Melody Sheree, give her two options. Either she go ahead and separate herself from the Melometers, or faces consequences, and faces consequences even if Callers King cannot do anything, the cast can, just like they did Nene Leakes and Mariah Hugh. They can go ahead and ice her out. I see my girls in the house. Logical Speak, hey Lodge, how are you doing? How are you doing? I went ahead and dropped the mic in case you want to come on. Lodge, you are welcome to come on. Okay. So some of the questions I went ahead and I wrote down. I'm going to see if I can go through some of them. I said that what repercussions that Melody could face, if she continue to associate herself with the Melometers. Hey, country girl in the house. Yes, one of my good mods. She said, "Good evening, Lady D and chat. How are you doing, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. Guys, make sure you go ahead and smash that like button. Like I said there and say, in here is grown folks. Ain't no babies in here, honey. We ain't got time to pacify no one. But yeah, let me go ahead and get through some of the I put, I went to 10 of them. So these are some of, the consequences, that Melody could face if she continued to associate herself with the Millimeters. She can face a reputation damage. Her reputation could be put on hold. A lot of people, they know that if they work with her, then it's just going to be problems because of her overzealous fans, and they might not want to work with Melody. So it's best for Melody to go ahead and disassociate herself with the Millimeters because of the reputation, and you don't want to be attached to something like that. People that going after people personal business and going to their homes and passing by their homes and stalking these people, you don't want to be associated with that. Nobody wants to even work with you. And also I put, depending on the nature of the Melometers and their activities. So we already know that they have gotten out of hand. Melody associated with these could, leave a negative impact of her reputation. People may question her judgment or moral standings, which can lead to the loss of trust and opportunities. So, by she associating herself with these overzealous fans, all she's doing is, she's keeping herself, and doors closed for opportunities because it's not going to last. Nothing is going to last. When you play dirty, it's not going to last. All you're doing is setting yourself to hit a brick wall. And number two, legal consequences. If you are affiliated with overzealous fans and something can happen really bad, then what you think might happen? They might go after you because, that is, people that is in, going hard for you. That is your fan. So if you don't sit there, and try to dismantle that, then they going to come after you. They can come after you legally, whether they can sue you. Suppose somebody, one of these overzealous fans, you cross Mel the wrong way. I saw so many Lifetime movies where, they are start their houses and do something really, really crazy. Make it make sense, guys. Hey, my girl, how are you doing,
Hi,
Lodge?
I'm great, Lady D. How are you?
Doing great, doing great.
Can you hear me clear?
I hear you real good, real
Great,
good.
great. It's acting right tonight.
Yes, I hear you real good, loud and clear. I see Gail
Great.
Francis says it has already started for her. Yep. So, girl, what you think going on? Do you think that it's time for Callers King, and which we already talked about that, to get with Mel to go ahead and dismantle what we call the Melometers, or should the cast just go ahead and ice her out? Which I don't know if you did hear. I saw where a blogger has said that Mel said she was going to give herself a rest. So I guess that's her way of, saying that, I need to go ahead and cease this fire. So what are your thoughts about that?
I prefer that the cast ice her out
Mm-hmm.
because common sense should have came into play, and she should have put boundaries on her Melometers a long time ago. So for me, it's past time for that.
Mm-hmm.
To me, the cast should think enough of themselves, the way they have been treated and dragged, that they should ice her out. Period.
Absolutely.
That's the way I feel. I don't feel like Carlos should have to tell her she's a grown woman. She approves what her fans do and say. She said it several times. They were created to protect me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think Carlos should have to tell her to dismantle. Common sense should tell her that she needed to pull them to the side and say, "Hey, you're going too far." So to me, no, it's time to ice her out. Period. By the cats,
Absolutely.
they need to stand their
Absolutely.
ground. I mean, you and I, if we had to work with somebody like her, wouldn't we ice her out?
Absolutely, because it's a disgruntled employee,
Absolutely.
and like I said, half of some of the stuff I used to tell you about the business that I was in, I
Yeah.
could have been in prison, I
Yeah.
could have been in prison. And when they told me to go ahead and get these people out, I'm just keeping them in, firing them and bringing them back in. And all you're doing is just making a monster. And the sad thing about it is that these people, they'll put you what I call the lion's den. You see where I'm going?
Absolutely.
They would throw you in the lion's den. So it's best for him to go ahead and get that bad apple out. If not, it's going to spoil the
Yeah.
entire batch.
She got to go. I mean,
Absolutely.
because her plan and her fans, her cult, to me, their plan is to destroy everybody, include Martell and the rest of the cast. She got to go.
Absolutely. Miss Pee Wee 50 says Melody hosts need to be iced out. She don't like any of the cast members anyway, and she has no one else to film with her. So my vote, she should go. You know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think the ones that support the show and the cast should continue to voice their opinion about the cast icing her out. I don't understand
Yes,
why they want to fool with her anyway. I just
absolutely.
don't get it.
Because she has her own little TV network or whatever it is she have.
Yeah. She got that little
So
bootleg network.
so why she just don't just go there?
Well, like I said yesterday, that network is bootleg. Nobody's subscribing to Nubian TV, not even her cult.
Wow.
So her money is actually made on Love and Marriage Huntsville, but she act like she got it all. She act like she got the bank. She making millions and don't need Love and Marriage Huntsville. Well, be gone, baby. Get
That's
on.
it.
Yep, she got to go.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank and period. And I'm gonna tell you something else, Lady D, that I have made up my mind. When this new season start up, if the cast, and Martell is giving her anything, I'm out.
Me too. Me too. Could you repeat that one more time?
Okay, for this new season, if Martell and the entire cast, the ones that have taken all of the negativeness, are giving her anything to make her shine, I'm done. Because that
Absolutely.
proves to me that it's all fixed. They don't care about themselves. And I'm not no longer going to care about them
Absolutely.
for
Absolutely.
myself. I'm done.
Absolutely. Because they gave her too many chances. I
Yeah,
mean, who going to allow a woman to interfere into someone's marriage just because your marriage was messed up, your
absolutely.
marriage was toxic? It doesn't make no sense. And I see someone saying, that the hate is real, which I say I wasn't going to read all that anyway. I'm going to read
No, it's not hate.
only the positive, unless you sit there and you cash out me. That's the only
No,
way.
it's not hate. It's common sense. I
Absolutely.
mean, if somebody tried to destroy your marriage or my
Mhm.
marriage, are we still going to try to be cordial with these people past hello and goodbye?
Absolutely.
They ain't
Absolutely.
getting nothing from me.
Absolutely. And
Mm.
like I said, I could drop the mic and let you guys on. Give me, the reason why you think that Melody should stay on or she should leave. Or I want to know why no one ever held Melody accountable for anything.
For some
Why?
ungodly reason, they feel like she's some superior being that she's not.
Absolutely.
And no, she ain't getting nothing. And like I said in the beginning, season one, I favored her. I was supportive. I thought, oh my God, this guy is
Hmm.
treating her, kind of bad and disrespectful. He cheated. And then come season two, well, really in season one, I started to look at her side eyed. But after season two, three, four, and I see her negative movements towards the rest of the cast that have nothing to do with her marriage. That's between her and Martell. Nobody else should have to pay for what Martell did to her. Absolutely. I'm off her. I'm done.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Nothing.
Elizabeth Hearthgirl says, enjoy Love and Marriage in Huntsville, including Miss Wanda. They all were entertaining. And absolutely, they came on. Even Marcel, they thought that they was coming on, to entertain, to have a reality show where they all can, have fun. But the thing about it is that Melody, she made it all about her toxic marriage.
Absolutely. No.
And that's why I think that they should go ahead and give Miss Wanda another chance. So it's perplexing why fans wants to destroy the cast members' business. Real Housewives of Potomac. Giselle is not my favorite, and I wouldn't want her to fail. No, we don't want them to fail because these people are putting on a show. These people are getting paid, to come on TV to entertain us. But we have taken it to an all-time low.
Yeah, and on Potomac, those ladies don't try to destroy each other's businesses.
Not at all.
I mean, they come for each other, like any other messy reality show. But they don't come for the fans of the cast. They don't come for each other's businesses like Huntsville. I don't get it.
Absolutely. Do you want to go ahead and answer Vera Willis?
I didn't see the comment. What does it
She
say?
says, please explain what harm Melody is doing to the other cast members.
Okay, Vera. Melody is giving dog whistles to her supporters for them to come after her cast members' homes, their marriages, their businesses, and she approves it.
And we're gonna sell Lash, we're gonna sell Lash just to,
I mean, that's what I say.
Yes.
That's what I say. And which nobody, for instance, we support the cast. Do we come for her business?
Not at all.
Do we come for 7th Avenue?
Not at all.
So why is it okay for her to be in support of her fans coming for Stormy's business, Black, Miss Wanda, her truck, talking about her food to try to make people think that her food is not going to be edible. That's what she does to the cast.
And this the part that I didn't like, Lige, is that you remember when Melody had went to Destiny's business. You remember when Destiny had her opening, right?
Right.
And when Melody, she left out and she went directly to Miss Wanda because Miss Wanda was all about showcasing her food, right? So she can, get her business going. Right. And to me, it was like Melody, and that's my opinion. It was like Melody wanted to go ahead and sabotage it because why would you go up to her when she's trying to get her business off the ground and say that her food is nasty?
Absolutely. And I don't know if you remember, it was a month or more prior when Miss Wanda made the statement that she had made about the child or whatever. Melody had all that time to call Miss Wanda, go and see her at Black, but she waited until Destiny's opening to clown.
You mean the cameras was on?
The cameras were there, and to clown and ruin Destiny's reopening.
So she did too. She not only ruined Destiny, she went ahead and ruined Miss Wanda's business.
Right. Absolutely.
And that's our opinion, guys. This is a reality show. We looking at it as a reality show. So don't get mad with the messenger. Your Hope says people are mad that Funky Dineva is coming to the Black in May. So they are trying to say the bar is closed and talking about Funky Dineva.
Girl, on I think it's May 26th. They gonna party at Black, okay? Funky Dineva coming, and they say tickets are being sold. And they gonna have a great time. They gonna eat, drink, and have a great time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that was for Vera. And because she says she don't know what Melody has done. This is what she did to Destiny at her reopening. She clowned. But when she had her launch for 7th Avenue, nobody clowned. Not all of the ladies were there, but the majority of the ladies were there to support her when she launched the 7th Avenue. Did nobody clown? Did nobody run up in nobody's face talking crap like she did to Wanda? So in
Absolutely.
case Vera don't know, here's another example of what Melody has done to the cast. Because she had
Absolutely.
plenty time to pull Miss Wanda to the side and talk to her about the statement. And actually, she caused it because if she hadn't said anything about Tisha's father on
Hmm.
Carlos King's show, Wanda wouldn't have said anything.
Hmm.
She pissed Wanda off when she talking about, it's Tisha's daddy. He's coming for me. Girl, that wasn't necessary.
Wow.
So now, I mean, I ain't got nothing for her. I will be supporting the cast of Martell until I'm not. And it depends on how they react to her for the
Hmm.
next season. If they giving her all kinds of uh, support and interacting with her, I'm done.
Absolutely.
I'm
I am
out.
as well. I am as well. And I just hope that Martell don't even go at
Yeah,
least 50 feet near her,
especially
because no way in
Martell.
the world that, I would allow this woman, to emasculate me. And then in front of my kids. She did that in front
Absolutely.
of his kids, had
Children.
this black man arrested in front of his kids. And you guys saying that, what did Melody do? Melody have done a lot. It's just the thing about it, guys, is that you
Mhm.
all do not take her accountable for nothing that she do.
And the earlier statement that you made about her saying that she doesn't have a mugshot, like you said, the only reason that she doesn't have a mugshot is because
Because
Martell did
thank you.
not pursue her being
Abs-
arrested and clowning in
Absolutely.
his house.
Absolutely.
That's the only
Absolutely.
reason. And I don't know
Uh,
why he keep giving her all these breaks.
I don't know why. And I just hope he stopped because, like I said, when he came on, to tell people that, nothing had happened to him, I wish that, he wouldn't have never said that
Yeah,
Melody had took, the son to the baseball game. I would have sat there and say, the mother of my children. I wouldn't even called her name. I
yeah, he
wouldn't have
did
called
call
her name. He said Melody, but I wouldn't have called her name because we are going to court and you giving me a mugshot, got my
yeah.
name plastered all over social media, all over the world, bloggers and major platforms, as I'm a DV, when all this right here was nothing but a misdemeanor.
Well, that shows me just how much of a real man Martell is.
Yes, yes,
How much
yes,
respect. Although he did wrong cheating, but he didn't want
yes.
to call her his ex. He said her by name. He
I would have
spoke of her
mama, and I don't
kindly.
even like when people say baby mama, but I would have said baby mama because of what she did.
Yeah, baby mama, my ex, that person. But he called her out by name. This is nice and so.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
he's a
it's
gentleman.
part of,
That's
he's a
why.
gentleman. He's a gentleman. I mean, he has faults like any other man, but he's giving her way more grace than she deserved.
Mm.
Because I'm gonna be
Um,
honest with you, if
mhm.
she came up in my house with that lighter fluid and that lighter, I would have knocked her smooth
That's it. That's
out
it. Because
and
that
then
right there,
call the
that was
police.
first degree. That was a first degree assault
First
right
degree
there.
attempted arson
Thank you. Thank
and the
you.
M word.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, I'd have knocked her out
Thank
and
you.
call the police. I'd have took that lighter from her, that lighter fluid. I'd have knocked her smooth. But here's another thing I don't like about Melody. Melody has been with Martell long enough to know how far he will go.
Hmm.
She is not afraid of him. Anybody that's afraid of a man,
Not at
they ain't gonna
all.
do none of that.
Thank
If she
you.
really thought Martell was vicious and would do something with her, she would have never took her behind over there and did that.
Wow.
She
Absolutely.
knows the heart that Martell has. That's why she uses it against him. I'd have knocked all that smile off her face.
Absolutely. And that's why I don't understand why, these content creators feel that they got to go at her defense when she's not fragile. Melody got a mouth and she got a temper.
Yeah,
We already saw
yeah,
when if you say the wrong thing, Martell pushed the wrong button. Oh, she's gonna react. She even told it to Dr. Heavenly. Wish she had told Dr. Heavenly, it's like, oh
yeah.
honey, I'm not no wuss. She didn't say that but word verbatim, but she told Dr. Heavenly something. And she
Mhm.
also said on the platform, look, that's why I beat your, what? Ain't nobody
Absolutely.
nobody talked about that. That's just to show you
Girl.
these people are very biased.
Well, like we came to the conclusion, they are making money off
Mhm.
of propping her up and dragging him down.
Absolutely, absolutely. But like I said, that kind of money it's not going to last because I had put down, some little notes, and number one was reputation damage. It's going to damage her reputation, legal consequences,
Yeah,
possibility if she's still attached to these very vicious people. She gonna cause lawsuits. Also, number three, a professional setback. Melody, if she continue associating herself with the Melometers became widely known, it would hinder her professional growth and opportunity. Employees, clients, or business partners may
yeah,
be hesitated to work with her due to concern about the group reputation she associate with.
yeah. And I have another question for them. How many of her millimeters would allow her to come up in their house because she mad at them and spray lighter fluid all over the place, tear up their house, and clown? None of them. None of
That's
them would
it.
take that crap off of her that Martell has taken off her. And I
That's it.
know they know it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
I mean, what would you do if a woman walked up into your house spraying lighter fluid all over your furniture?
Or was she's living with him, or she just came in because she I guess she had an apartment, or they were staying together at that time, because it looked
No,
like they wasn't staying together. She
no,
just
they weren't.
holds herself in that house and
Right,
start wanting
absolutely.
to light it up, right?
Yeah, they weren't living together. She was living
Wow.
at the house I believe she's in now, and
Wow.
that was his house and his nice leather gray sectional.
Hmm.
Girl, I'd have knocked that butt smooth the f out. She'd have
I'm
been
gonna answer
laid
this.
out.
I'm gonna answer this right here. Vera Willis says Martell stole $16,000 from the children. Their clothes, beds, her furrows, everything he had the children sleeping on the floor. Martell blessed to be alive. And see, that's why I sit there and
That's
say,
a lie too.
what show is these people watching? Because they worried about the $16,000, which Melody has said is 17,000. I could show you a clip right
That's
now
a
where
lie, Vera.
Martell has said that he had $150,000 in an account, and he don't know where that went. He was being nice. He was just knocking on the window very lightly. Mel, what about the 150,000? What about the 150,000? What Melody did? Melody
She
just
drove
drove
off.
off.
And let me tell, let
Let
me
me see
let
if I
me
can
let
find
me
that clip.
let
Go
me
ahead, go ahead.
let me tell Vera this. It was $17,000 that was in their joint marital account, which means he had access to the money, just like she had access to the money, just like she took that 150,000. And on the furniture deal, in case they don't know, the very bedroom suit that Mortel and Melody slept in from season one, she has in that new house right now. So if
Wow.
Martell didn't allow her to get no furniture, how did she get that bedroom suit?
Mm-mm-mm.
It's the same bedroom suit.
And that's all we just saying. Just be critical thinkers. Guys, you just can't just jump on things. You got to
That
see the
was a
whole
lie.
entire picture.
That was a lie. Martell loved his kids as much as any man. Do you actually think he wouldn't allow his children to have their beds to sleep on when he let her take the bed that they were sleeping on as two married people doing whatever married people do? She got the same bedroom furniture in her house right now.
Wow.
So, Vera, you need to open up your eyes, baby.
And see, the thing about it, they don't look for things like that because they so fixated on Melody, and what
Right.
come out of her mouth, it's like a prayer, cloth, it's like
Yeah.
Bible.
Well, I don't
It's like
understand it.
Bible.
Why do they believe everything that comes out of her mouth? And a lot of
Because
stuff don't come out of her mouth. Her
mhm,
fans bring it out and she let it roll.
yeah, she let it roll. She don't stop it. Just like when she came on live, the other day, when she was on one of her children's scooter, she could have debunked that Martell was not in a mental hospital.
Yeah, but
He
she
was
did.
at the game, but she didn't.
And I want
But
to
you see,
ask
they don't
Vera
talk about
this.
that.
I want to ask Vera a question. If she's married, if you're married and you and your husband have a joint account, a joint banking account, checking account, savings account, business account, he has access to that money just like you do.
Hmm.
So yeah, a judge may have said, you can return that money if you please. He ain't never returned it because he don't have to.
Hmm.
Miss Vera, it was a joint account. Yeah.
I was trying to find that video because I had played it. You remember I had played it before when Melody was in the car when Martell was hitting on the well, he wasn't hitting because he was very light and he was very
Yeah.
polite.
I,
Melody,
I saw
Melody,
that video.
you
What about
remember I showed that video? I was trying to
yes,
find it.
yes,
I was trying to find it. I
yeah,
can't find it.
yeah. I remember that video. You showed it where he asked her, just tapped on the window. What about the $150,000? And I believe
Hmm.
that was the money from the sale of the 47 acres
Hmm.
that they were supposed to split. That's what I believe that money was. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Okay, country girl. She said, I'm just stopped by to show love and support everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Hey,
Thank you
country
for coming
girl.
on, country girl. Thank you very much. And that's all I'm saying. I just don't understand what show is these people watching. It's not like no
Yeah,
one is bashing Melody. We just calling out what's already out there. It's just the fact
absolutely.
that you guys take what she do as Bible, and when it's out there, you sweep it under the rug. Just like when she had that lighter fluid and that lighter, nobody talked about that when she had the plant, and she was trying to hit the man with the plant, and now they saying, well, you don't know what happened prior to that. It doesn't matter.
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter. Right there was a crime.
I was listening to one of the content creators, and they were speaking about us supporting. They don't like that we support Martell and support the cast. Now, here's the real asinine thing. They feel like they can support her and dog out the entire cast, drag all of them. They talked about misbehaving. They never talk about you. They talk about Marcella. They talk about Wanda. All of us that supports the cast and Tisha, they can support her to the point where they've called the child, Martell's son, horrible names. They've called Tisha horrible names. They talk bad about Marcel, Maurice, Kimmy, everybody. And it's okay.
Wow.
It's a double standard.
It is. It
And what
is.
I need for them to know, because I know they in here, if you guys can support her, then we can support the cast.
Absolutely, absolutely. I
It's a
just don't
free world.
understand. I just don't understand. And they keep sitting there saying, uh, do you know what Martell did to Melody? What did
Yeah, we
Martell
know.
do to Melody
He cheated
besides
like
to
my
cheated?
husband did. Like your
Besides,
husband did.
thank you, like your husband did, and
Like
it
my
don't mean
husband
that
did.
your husband is a good cheater. You see what I'm saying?
You know? It never, I
Your
mean,
husband is a good cheater.
it never came, I mean, it actually came to my door, but the broad never bothered me the way Ariane pestered her. But he still
Mhm.
cheated. Martell has done the same thing that millions of men have done. You either stay with him and be that sister wife or whatever you want to call it, or you leave.
Let's play it. Let's play it right now. Here, I
Okay.
love playing.
Cheat on me or walk out
Well,
on me.
see, that's what I'm saying. We have to get into definition. Who told us that was cheating? Where did that idea come from that that's cheating? And I'm not saying that a lot of men are not just running around. I'm not talking about that. But if a woman finds out that her man has been with a woman while she's been with him for 3 or 4 or 5 years, that's a serious commitment and relationship. And if it hasn't taken anything from me, if I'm not going short of anything, and if this is what he thinks his responsibility is, then what kind of hell are you going to go through to prevent that? Since we cannot stop him, we have not been successful. The white woman has not been successful in stopping the white man from having another woman. They call them a mistress. We pick up a lot of that terminology. But a man who has 2 women, that's not necessarily a mistress. That's just his other woman. Now we got 2 choices. We can be the woman or the other woman. We don't have it, those two. Now I know we don't like that. I don't like that. But that's the reality.
Look at it, Lodge. I had mute our
Absolutely.
mics.
Yeah, absolutely. You only got a couple of choices. And for what, 5 or 6 years, Melody chose to stay in there because she had Boss Baby and Sugar Mama during the time when Martell was having this outside affair. She left when it was convenient for her. My husband cheated, made a baby, and I stayed for another
Absolutely.
30 years until I got sick of him. And it wasn't because he was cheating, it was other things I got sick of. But I stayed. We only got a few choices. But that don't mean I'm going to hate him and try to ruin him, ruin his finances, and ruin his opportunities to have another woman. No, I didn't do that. I went on about my business when I got ready. And that's what a real woman do.
Mm-hmm.
Not this crap that this idiot is doing.
Letty, I don't think you want to go with the Bible with me. I promise you won't win. Okay. I promise you won't win. Okay. That same Bible also say obey your master. Okay. So slave, I don't think you want to go toe to toe with me with the Bible. Okay. And that's real talk.
Girl, cheating been around for centuries and it ain't going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Martell ain't the first. He won't be the last. And he don't deserve all of this crap he's getting from these idiots, including that fool he was married to.
Hmm. And the thing about it is that they see the pole in Martell's eyes. Wait, how you say? They see the pole. They see the speck in somebody else's eyes, but they don't see the pole in their eyes. I think I got it right.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They see all this dirt that Martell has done, but they don't see nothing. They don't see nothing that Melody have done.
Martell ain't did no more than what they man done did. I don't know a woman that ain't been cheated on. These women, her friends, her fans, her bloggers, they all have been cheated on. But they're going to take all of the misery and pain that they got and place it on Martell? No, place it on the man that cheated on you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Martell is a good man because, honey.
And she said he's a good man.
He is. He's a good man because, baby, I'm going to tell you, if anybody pester me the way Martell has been pestered, they're going to really think I'm crazy. They're going to know. They're going to know I'm crazy. I wouldn't have took it all, but he's taking it. He's taking it.
Absolutely.
He's taking it. She would be scared of me. I guarantee you that.
Absolutely.
She wouldn't be running her behind up in my house with no lighter fluid.
Mm-hmm.
I might think I'm going to set her behind on fire.
And the thing about it, he was a good man. I'm hearing the feedback now. It's like a feedback. Yeah. He was doing good. Huh?
Yeah, I might have been moving a little bit.
Yeah, he was doing good.
Yeah, he's a good man.
Because he's a good man. He took care of not only Melody, because they thinking that Melody was born with a silver spoon in her mouth. Melody was a school teacher just like he was.
Yeah, absolutely.
He sat there and had a vision to go out there and start him a lawnmower service, him and his brother, and made it $1 million business. And took Melody out of the school system and made her the face. Is a feedback.
Is it?
Yeah. And made her the face of his business. And that's how they was able to grow. But the thing, how you saying, oh, he took Melody money, he took Melody this, he took Melody that. What all the time when he took care of Melody, when Melody didn't have that money? Melody, they met like coming from college to school. School teachers don't make that much money.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's a good man. I mean, he cheated like any other man, but he was a good man, a good father. Mm-hmm. He don't deserve all this crap. But here's the thing. You wonder why she ain't got another man.
That's the question.
The next man is going to show her what it's all about, unless she get, a Hill Harper, they really, got no backbone. She don't see what a real man is like the next one she get.
Well, she ain't gonna want him because she wants someone that she could sit there and boss
Right.
around. That she could feel like she's smarter than that person.
Right. Because the average man, you run up in their face the way she did, Martell, picking at him, you're gonna get your behind knocked the smooth the F out.
Absolutely. Your Hope says Martell has done wrong. And we all acknowledge that, right? She said, but we never said he didn't. We never said he didn't. The thing is, he hasn't done wrong to us. And we can crucify him all the time for his mistakes he done to Melody, not us.
Well, I'd like
she absolutely right. She absolutely right.
Has she ever been married? Has she ever had a man?
No, you listen to it again. Listen to it again, Lige. She says Melody has done Martell has done wrong. We never said he didn't. The thing is, he hasn't done wrong to us.
Okay, I got you.
And we can't crucify him all the time for his mistakes he done to Mel, not us. Well, she's saying that he did it to her, not us, and we can't keep crucifying him.
Absolutely, Your Hope. I'm sorry, I was reading it wrong. Yeah, she's right. He hasn't done anything to us, and really, he ain't done that much to her.
And then they Charlotte said they're saying, which I'm not going to continue reading all this stuff right here. This is it. But she said there, and she said, what about what he did? Is a feedback. Is a feedback. I don't know why it's a feedback.
Wow. I hate
we
that.
was doing good. We was really doing good.
This thing act like it only want to work for 10 or 15 minutes. And then
oh, so what you use? You use a mic? You using a mic?
Yeah, I'm using a mic, headphones.
Okay, are you using the same ones you had used before?
Yeah, but the last pair, the last set I bought, maybe I don't know, girl. I don't know.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask you to do the show for me next week because I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna email you and let you know. But if you can get that mic together, I would love to sit there and let you do the show because I'm gonna be out.
Wow. Well, let me know. I'm
gonna email you.
Yeah. Go ahead, girl. Email me.
Yeah, but I noticed only when I talk, because when I talk, that's when I hear the feedback. But when you talk, I don't hear it.
Oh, I don't hear anything.
You don't hear anything?
I don't hear any feedback.
Maybe because I have these earbuds. That's why it's kind of loud.
Okay, that could be it.
Yeah.
Okay, what's Miss Lady Littlejohn talking about?
Where I'm at? Let me see where I'm at.
Lady Littlejohn. The Bible says, "Let every man have his own woman, and let a woman have her own husband."
Where she say that at?
Her last little comment, child. I don't know. Maybe Miss Lady Littlejohn ain't been.
She really don't know how to rightfully divide the word of truth because see a lot of people they got this what you call it, that European standards of how to read the Bible. Like I said there and say, which I'm not going to get into it, but you have to know exactly how to rightfully divide the word of truth. That's why it's said that it's not written with ink or with paper, but it's in the man's mouth. You understand what I'm saying? It's in the heart of man. Because many people will say, Lord, 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 and they don't practice what they preach. But yet, when it's somebody else, we want to say the Bible said. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What they wrongdoing, they going to justify it.
Right. And she could be extremely young, haven't lived as much life as you and I have, and don't really know that 95% of men cheat. Miss Lady Littlejohn could not be experiencing life as you and I have. So I guess we got to give her some grace, Your
young says, it's okay, laugh aloud. I have a man, so I understand how people felt for Mel. Her story was sad, but her attitude made me look at her a different way. And that's just how it was with you, right?
Yeah. In the beginning, I was supporting her until her attitude and her behavior got so negative, so vile, and so ugly towards the cast. And then when she created this fan base and got them going, yeah, my whole attitude, everything changed for me about her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
in the beginning, I was like, oh God, he is such a little dog,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
but
it.
yeah,
That's it. But the thing about it is, like Martell said, when she pitched that show, she knew all that was going on. Even she had cheated before they pitched that show.
well, did you hear what Carlos King said? I think it was about a week ago, where he said that some people come to reality TV to create an exit strategy
Wow.
to build up their so-called money bag.
Absolutely.
And
I,
you know
I
what he
agree
was
to that.
talking about. You know what he was talking about.
Yeah, I agree to that.
She came on this show knowing that she was going to divorce Martell.
Mm-hmm.
That was her exit strategy, and to build up this fan base in order to get her bag up.
Absolutely.
He was talking directly, and this is what I don't like about Carlos. Whoever he was speaking to, he should have just said, "This is what she done." But people say
Mm-hmm.
he can't do that because it's unprofessional.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's exactly what he said, and he was speaking about her. Martell was he was blindsided and used and tricked, and so was Carlos,
Mm-hmm.
because none of them thought that the she was going to bring up the infidelity, because it was on the table, but nobody was supposed to talk about the infidelity, and then she brought it up.
And she brought it up. Absolutely.
She put it out on the table.
Just like she put everything else out.
Yeah, her fans, they sucking it up. That's cool. But everybody like what her name Butterfly says. I was at Nicole. We ain't all drinking the Jim Jones Kool-Aid.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
we can
Absolutely.
we can see what exactly is going on. Everybody ain't stupid.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I really feel sorry for the cast. I feel sorry for Martell. I do not feel sorry for Melody. I don't care how they like it. I don't. I see why he had to go outside in order
Mm-hmm.
to have some happiness.
Yeah.
Dealing with her. And I
Because
think
some, like I say, some.
you called her Nelly from Little House on the Prairie, and that was so accurate. I rolled because that was so accurate. She is such a little Nelly, a little evil, mean child dressed up like a princess. Yes, I died laughing. I said, "Oh Lord, that is so accurate." Yep, Nelly. What was her name?
Nelly.
Little mean with the two little braids, little pigtails. I remember that so well.
Yep.
Yeah,
And Lord couldn't stand her.
nobody could.
Nobody.
A little child villain.
And then Martell talked about, he said, everyone that gets to know Melody, they don't end up staying with her.
Right. He did say
That Nelly started coming out.
Absolutely. I don't remember what season that was, maybe 2 or 3, when he said that everybody that's around Melody has to be a do girl.
Mm-hmm.
If not, they out. And when she gets done using everybody around her, she gets rid of them. And that's been accurate.
Wow.
I mean, he knows her as well as her mama know her. He wasn't lying on her. And here's the thing, these Melo must think that she really is supporting them. She's using them. And when she get done, she gonna cast them to the side just like she do everybody else.
Absolutely. That's if she still be on there, because I don't think she's gonna be on there. I don't think them other cast is gonna go ahead and film with her.
Well, let me ask you this, Lady D. The Mimosas with Melody event, I thought that was supposed to be an event for her and her fan base.
Mm-hmm.
For her to meet and greet and show them a great time. I didn't know that it was a fundraiser.
Oh, that's what it was?
Yeah, it was okay. In the advertisement, it says Mimosas with Melody, but at the top of the advertisement, in little bitty letters, it says a fundraiser for Hill Harper, who's running for Senate.
Wow. You see?
And very
And you guys don't see it. Y'all don't see what's going on.
it was in very fine print. A fundraiser for Hill Harper, who's running for Senate. Very
So
small.
when that content creator has said pass the collection plate, that was absolutely true.
Right. And I'm going to tell you, one of the content creators specifically said prior to that event that it was a fundraiser. But it went in one ear. Well, I'm not going to say the person's name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can say the person's name.
No, don't do it.
Okay. I was on her live, and this is prior to the event. She said it was a fundraiser for Hill Harper. And sure enough, in real fine letters, it says at the top of the advertisement, it says a fundraiser for Hill Harper, who's running for Senate. Now, you know she has another one, Mimosas with Melody, coming up in June, I think it is, or May. And then she has one in the fall. I'll guarantee you there will be fundraisers for Hill Harper also.
Wow. So what is he running for?
He's running for Senate for the state of Michigan.
Okay.
And yeah, it wasn't in big print. It was in real small, fine letters that it was actually a fundraiser. So the tickets, I think the general tickets were $199, right?
That's how much the tickets was to see her?
Yeah, to go to the that was for general admission. But the VIP tickets were $399.
Oh, so those fans, they paid $300 to see her?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
So I think they said it was 150 people there. That was over $30,000.
So who did the money go to? It went to the man, right?
That's a good question.
Wow.
That's a good question. Who did the money go to?
They would have found out if it was Tisha and Marcel.
Yeah.
Found
but the thing is, her fans did not know. Her bloggers and fans didn't know that it was a fundraiser until they got there. And then Hill Harper, while he was there, he made a speech and he asked for more donations.
Wow.
He didn't put a number on it. He didn't say how much, but he did ask for donations.
Well, I wish I could get my podcast sound to play, because I would say hee-haw, hee-haw.
Okay. Now here's the thing. Now she hustling money from her fans for Hill Harper, and she's hustling money from her fans for Shanita Foster. Now, what I found out about the water well deal, you know, they gave
and just say allegedly, just
allegedly.
Yeah.
When I looked it up, because you know I'm nosy and I'm good at looking up information. So they gave an email address to where they wanted the Melometers to send the $100. I wrote it down. It's Shanita Foster's organization. The name of it is, I wrote it down. I looked it up. It's her personal organization that they are supposed to send this money to. God, I can't think of it right now. Where's my cell phone? Yeah, it's her organization. Yeah. And
your hope say you speaking truth, Lodge.
Your hope, yeah. It's Shanita Foster's organization that you're supposed to send us $100 to for the water wells.
The water well.
So she hustling money from her fan base with all of her friends. Oh my God. They got to feel so dang on hustle. Would you?
And I don't understand why they don't see it.
I don't know if they see it and they don't want to acknowledge it because they don't want to be. They don't want to acknowledge. Okay, the name of it is Beyond the Game Foundation. It's a non-profit organization registered in South Africa, but the founder is Shanita Foster. And so this is where they were asking for these $100 donations to be sent. Girl.
Hi, Bertha. Hi, Bertha Raymonds. She said invitation for those fundraisers would be 2 people. Wow.
I tell you that she is a hustler and they don't mind being hustled. You know, if you want me to donate money to an organization, you're going to have to tell me that this money is not donated to you. It's donated to your friend's organization.
Wow.
You're not going to hustle money for me, then I find out later that it's going to your friends or girl.
So Shanita is the one that has the 501c3.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
She has a 501c3.
So now, if we was dirty, but see, we're not dirty people. If we was dirty, we can open up those books because she's a nonprofit. You understand?
Right.
And that's public records. So I want to see how much did they cut for themselves.
I don't want to know because if they stupid enough to let her hustle them for Shanita Foster, then I'm gonna go ahead and let them do it. I don't care.
Absolutely.
Yep. Because Shanita didn't say it was her organization when she was talking to the meters. She just said, "This is where you donate your money." And she should have said, "This is my organization. I'm the founder, and this Beyond the Game is my organization." But she did not say that. You know. So yeah, she hustling for her friends, honey. Hill Harper and Miss Shanita Foster.
It sure do. It sure do. Those fundraisers would send to those people with the ability to write serious checks. Those type of events generally brings in thousands, possibly tens of thousands. Of course,
tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yes.
And it's going to her organization, so she gets to say how much of it she spends on these water wells and how much goes in their pockets, allegedly.
Yes.
Allegedly. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. It's Shanita's organization. And what I think now, remember when Shanita came out talking about one of the Melometers that came for her? I'm not sure if somebody came for her, but I think that the Melometers figured out that it was Shanita Foster, that the money is being donated to her particular organization, and they just didn't deliver.
Wow.
And so she got to act like she's angry. I don't believe. I mean, if I'm going to send $100, I want to know where my $100 is going.
Absolutely. Your Hope says, and they ripped apart the Scots event. I promise you, if the Scots would have did that, they would have wanted to know where every penny went.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Girl, when I tell you Melody is sneaky, conniving, and then it's just crazy. Yeah. Yep, honey, it's Shanita Foster's organization.
And the thing about it, they allow her to do that.
Yeah. They think they hurting the cast and hurting Martell when really they being made a fool out of.
That's why I say when you dig one ditch, you better dig another one for yourself. You can't throw a rock and hide your hands.
Yeah.
Especially when your hands are dripping as well.
Yeah, because if you listen to them gloat and say that everybody's jealous of Melody's support, girl, ain't nobody jealous of you being a hustler, of you being a dang fool.
Can you say that again? I interrupt you. Being what?
A dang on fool. Ain't nobody jealous of you getting hustled out of your money. I mean, because you're buying 7th Avenue, you're buying the baby's line, you're buying the t-shirts, you're donating to her friends. You're buying these tickets for these fundraisers. For who's jealous of that? And imagine, Lady D, several of these people had to fly in to Atlanta. They had to rent hotel rooms. They had to buy a gown. They had to get their hair done, their nails done. They had to have makeup done, shoes. food. Buy the tickets. How much you think they spent on that event?
Shoot, clean over hotel just alone is about $2,000 for a good one.
Absolutely, absolutely. So why would we be jealous of them getting hustled?
Look what Sydney says. Sydney says, and you can answer that because you talked about that as well. Sydney says it's a rumor that Melody is going over Caller's head to get him in trouble.
Yeah, I did hear that rumor. I think it came from, I'm not sure who it came from.
And all this is alleged for entertainment purpose only.
You know, Melody cannot get Carlos in trouble. It's his show, his creation, his production company. She works for him. Okay? He cuts her check. She cannot get him in trouble. And actually, to me, Carlos is not doing anything to her. I think he should. I think he should pull her coat and tell her, hey, you better calm them folks down or you ain't going to have no job. Yeah. So that could be a rumor too. And the network, I mean, they dealing with Carlos. They don't give a hoot about no doggone Melody Holt. Okay. I don't think so. She's a cast member. She ain't nobody important to nobody but her fans. Plus, the viewership is down. If she was so hot and such a star, the viewership would be way up.
Miss Camilla Mucci says they paying for a trip, birthday parties, Louis Vuitton giveaway, all of it. You see,
they paying for all of it. And we supposed to be jealous of that. You hurt my pockets, I'm gonna be pissed. You not so, like what Misbehavior said. You ain't pimping me. We supposed to be jealous of her pimping them out of their money.
This is no different than the snakes in the pool pit.
Girl, make it make sense, like you said.
They might as well go to church.
Girl, I ain't never heard of such ignorance in my life. You getting hustled out of all your money, but we supposed to be jealous about it. The cast is supposed to be jealous. Please.
Sydney said now the cast are attacking the Fletchers now.
Yeah, I see that. But I think what's her name? Nell. I think Nell is strong enough to
handle that.
Get them out. Chris is kind of meek and humble, but they ain't coming for Nell too hard because she gonna let them have it with both barrels.
Thank you.
But Miss Wanda was on live this morning and she said something that I had never thought about. I'm gonna see if you thought about it. She said, well, you have never heard Tisha, and more so Kimmy or Maurice, none of them, Stormy, beg for money. Never heard it.
Not at all.
But this cat, I ain't gonna say Cal, this person is always trying to suck money out of her fans, and it works. Child, I ain't jealous of that. I said, Miss Wanda, you know you right. I ain't never heard Keisha ask for no donations to nothing or begging for money for a friend that's running for office. I've never heard it, you know. Girl, they can have Melody, and I'm gonna tell you where they can stick her.
Yep. Sydney is absolutely right. She said Melody's renting her home from the Fletchers. Her fans better be careful. Her fans better be careful. They gonna end up getting Melody evicted. That millionaire. That's what I don't understand. I'm not supposed to be a millionaire. Now, if you're a millionaire, why are you renting someone else's house? Make it make sense.
That's why I know she's not coming for Nell. She's gonna try to be friends with Nell for this season because she's renting their house. You know. Oh wow.
With a discount code all the time. Oh, yeah, she got a discount code all the time.
Girl, you know that's fake. You know that's
very fake.
What they are paying for those products is the natural sale price. There is no such thing as a sale. If you are if a consumer or customer is getting any type of break, it's a reduction, a reduced price, or on clearance. Never a sale. Girl, I ain't thinking about them folks.
And see, like I say, in here is real talk, man. Like I say, nobody's being messed with. We just calling out what's already out there.
Absolutely. Well, they don't like us calling her out for hustling them. Well, they got to deal with us because we got to deal with them. We have to listen to them. Dog out Tisha, dog out Martell, dog out more so. Well, they got to listen to us dog her out. And she do too.
Look what Sharon Flowers says. Male fans are constantly trying to stop Martell from making money by talking negatively about him to business he is trying to work with. That's sad. That is very sad.
Yeah, that's true.
See if you can lower your mic a little bit because it's a bad feedback. Very bad feedback.
Okay, let me try to lower it. Yeah, I hate that too. But he got to deal with it.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately. How about now?
I don't hear nothing now. That's quite better. Yes, that's real good.
Great.
But them fans better watch how they trying to go at the Fletchers. They gonna get Mel kicked out.
Yeah, get her evicted, huh? Get out of my house. Yep. Now Tisha and them own their home.
Can you say that again?
I said Tisha and Marceau owns their home, and I think Kimmy and Maurice own the home that they're in.
Wow.
But Melody's renting.
Wow. I guess that's and like I say, all this right here is for entertainment purpose only. Okay.
But she's superior. She's superior over them. Really?
T say in that order.
In that order, absolutely. Girl, ain't nobody studying Melody or her fans. I think they real stupid myself. And I'm like you.
But can you, I just want to know. I would love to talk to one of the Melometers besides the cheating part. What did Martell and the rest of the cast do to Mel? Because every time when I see an interview they do with Mel, is people always attacking you. Why?
Yeah.
And I want to know tell me what did Tisha, because maybe I might have missed something. What did Tisha ever do Melody?
In my opinion, Tisha only responded to Melody coming for her.
Absolutely.
And she had every right. But Melody's fans think that Tisha and all of them should take the crap off Melody and not respond. They can't defend themselves.
I wouldn't even address anything anymore because now we already know what these people are about. Yeah. And we know what Melody is all about. Melody is going to keep it flaming because she got that, what you call it, that discount code.
Right.
Got that collection plate. That collection plate.
Absolutely.
So she's going to keep it going. But when are these silly sheeps going to just wake up?
Oh, they're going to wake up.
I think they're going to wake up as well. They're going to start seeing that. Everything comes
I guarantee you by the fall of this year, a lot of them will be woke.
Yes.
Because they're going to realize that these next two fun, so-called Melody, mimosas with Melody, it's not for them. She's not there to entertain them. She's there to hustle them out of campaign funding for Hill Harper.
Want me to tell you when they're going to wake up? They're going to wake up when they start balancing their checkbooks.
Absolutely.
And they're going to sit there and see all the negatives. You see what I'm saying? Everything is going, the credit. They're going to see everything. Mail, donation, products. Every time when we get to sit, they get to sit there and talk to her. They grinning and cheeking and everything else, but not knowing she's sitting there taking that credit card. And this is for entertainment purposes.
Yeah, they're gonna wake up
and running them up. You got products that they don't even use.
Absolutely. That's when they're gonna figure it out, when their pockets are hurting and they realize they've been hustled
by
a con artist. That's when they'll wake up. You know,
Mm-mm-mm.
most people do. You know, but we ain't mad about. Not mad
Uh,
about them being hustled.
Look what Bertha say, effective October 2023, infidelity is no longer grounds for divorce in the state of Maryland, but inconsiderable differences is legal grounds. Go figure.
Right. Why irreconcilable differences is legal grounds. Go figure. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to look that up. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's for the state of Maryland.
Yes, a state of Maryland. Yes. But
Oh,
like I say, when it comes to all this cheating and divorcing and all that, all it was meant to be set in place, knowing that no one was going to be faithful, especially when it comes to the black man, knowing that that's part of our DNA.
yeah.
Men back then, our ancestors had multiple women, and it was not just because of sex, it's
Yeah.
because, they were supporting women that some of them might had children and husband died or just for financial, but
Right.
when we came down here and it's European standards, they put divorce and put child custody, they put all that in place because they know all that right there was not going to be nothing but a money racket,
Yeah, it's a
because
money
9 out of 10, no more than 2 years, people is divorcing. And who are the ones getting paid? The
Right.
judges and the attorneys.
Yeah. I mean, they know that it's almost impossible for people to be completely monogamous.
Yes, yeah, and that's why they
Everybody
make it.
cheats.
Yeah, that's why they make it
So,
so bad. Oh, he
right,
cheated. He cheated. Oh, I'm going to get a divorce. Them lawyers, they gonna run to that,
right,
because even child custody, each child is like $5,000,
right,
for child
right,
custody. So just imagine that. That's a money racket, guys.
right.
Wake up, silly sheeps.
Yeah, and each state gets quite a bit of that money. When you pay for your
Absolutely,
divorce lawyers and those child custody cases, a lot of that money goes to the courts in the state.
absolutely,
So
absolutely.
yeah, you know that's
and
what
that's
marriage
and we
was
need to we
created
need to
for.
do we need to do a report on that, because I think our people needs to know, because see, we still got that European mindset,
Yeah,
not knowing the games that these people have been running on us,
yeah,
and that's why I say, that cheating may not be our cheating, because like I said, it's all depends. If nothing was missing out of your home or you didn't know anything about it, like I say, men cheat. Some men
right,
know exactly how to be a good cheater, and
right,
that's facts, guys.
yeah,
It's not for me, because if I find out, trust me, it's gonna be hell on high wheels,
right,
But like
right.
I say, when it comes to this generation right here, because if I find out, you better run for dear life, okay? And that's real
Right.
talk.
Yeah, well, the only thing that really bugs me is the money, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and disrespect. As long as, ain't nobody bugging me, I stayed in my marriage. As
Mm-hmm.
long as wasn't nobody knocking on my door talking crap, which they knew better.
Yep. Yep.
I heard a famous star
Yes,
a
that is
long
tax
time ago.
assessors website. You can go on. Anybody that have a 501c3, that's
Mhm.
public records. You can go and get that information. It's just that we are not petty. If we were
Right.
petty, we could pull that information. I know exactly how to pull it up, but we're
Yeah.
not petty
No,
people,
I
okay?
don't care.
And we
I
could
don't
see
care.
how much they sit there and split on themselves. What they do is they'll sit there and say, "Oh, we get these clothing, do a tax write out for that, and
Right.
before you know it, no more than $2 is going towards whatever they
Right.
are picking up that money for.
So
It
what
ain't
you're
nothing but a
saying
money
is,
scam.
suppose they collected $30,000 for the water wells, and they only used $5,000 of the 30 on water wells. Then
And
the
the
rest
rest
of the
went to
money
them
goes to them.
because they're gonna do all the deduction, the paying for
Yeah.
the clothes, the food, and the entertainment, and just to have that socialite, and
Yeah.
before you know it, no money is really going to the
Right.
cost. Okay, so
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Well, Shanita Foster was married to a pretty pronounced football player. He
Hmm.
retired from football, I guess, due to injuries, and they divorced. And I think she has 3 or 4 children. After the divorce, she started up these nonprofits and started,
Mm-hmm.
I would say, hustling
Mm-hmm.
in order to, because, the football players, once they retire, there's not there's no more millions coming in.
Yeah. Well, one of my business was a nonprofit. I had the
Mhm.
501c3 because what I was doing, I was you know, every month I was like feeding like maybe 3 towns, over 250 some people, and we was feeding with not no cheap food. I mean
Uh-huh.
stuff that you can go in
Good
Walmart with.
food.
I had like a store where you can just go in and don't even have to have money, so we was doing good by our 501c3. But
Uh-huh.
also I was doing good with my business before it was a 501c, because you don't have to worry about nobody in your business. See, when you get that 501c, you have to make sure that everything is straight once them books start getting open. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And that's why I sat there and say, when it comes to government money, it's like curse money.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's like curse money. So if you're gonna start a business, don't do a nonprofit. Just do straight out profit, because once you
Mhm.
do that nonprofit stuff, everybody in your business.
You gotta account for that money.
Oh, you have to account for everything. And that's why I sit there
Yeah.
and say, if I wouldn't have had a bookkeeper, I would have been in prison. You understand what I'm
Oh
saying?
wow. Oh
I
wow.
definitely would have been in prison, because see, they thought that, like I say, when God favor you, no devil in hell can prevail against it, right?
Okay.
And they thought, oh, how did she get whatever she got? Oh, she must was be doing something that was illegal, and
Uh-huh.
and found out, that what was in my business, like I said there and say, everything was to be accountable for. You understand what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Now, if they go out there and they go and they turn in time and say that they in those people homes, home help is different from like being in a nursing home, because they don't have like a overseer. You
Right,
understand?
right,
So when you do home health, you can say you in those people house and you're not in those people house, but yet you still in time. You understand?
right.
And that's why I sat there and say, when it came to my business, that's how my business had got in trouble, because they was turning in time that they didn't do. You
Oh
understand? And
yeah.
if I didn't have a bookkeeper, that's why I'm so hard when it comes to black businesses, because it needs to stop how we tear down each other. And the thing about it, and I hate to say it, I'm too embarrassed to say it, the white people went to work. You understand?
Yeah.
It's our own people. And we got to stop it. We got to stop tearing down each other business, because that
Right.
is not right. And I promise you, I was traumatized by when that's why I'm so connected when it comes to this show, especially, and I'm
Yeah.
so hard when it comes to black business, because I promise you, I would be in prison today if it wasn't for
Wow.
the grace of God, and if it wasn't for of my bookkeeper. And I had a
Yeah.
professional bookkeeper, because those girls went out there and turned in that time where they could have said, oh, she was helping them, you see what I'm saying? To
Right,
do all
right,
that. But they
right.
know through a paper trail, you can't find none of that. But
Yeah.
like I said, our people just got to stop, we got to stop tearing down. And that's why I fight so hard when I heard how they was doing Stormy business, small businesses, getting a business from the ground up, and just
Yeah.
to see people sit there and they try to put the foot on our neck. It's enough that we fighting white supremacists on one hand, and then we got to fight our own people on
Oh.
another hand. That's horrible.
Yeah.
And see stuff like that, I'm triggered, very triggered. I'm traumatized when I hear stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Like
Very
government
traumatized.
money,
It's
um,
cursed money.
I was talking to my granddaughter earlier. She was
Mhm.
telling me about this female that was doing she was doing home health. She would go and clock in at her client's home,
Thank you,
leave
Elizabeth. Hmm.
and leave and go run and do her errands or whatever, and then come back. And somebody turned her in,
Hmm.
and the employer fired her because she was getting paid for I'm imagine 8 hours a day, but she wasn't staying at the client's home for 8 hours.
That's what happened to me. Yes.
Yeah, and that lady fired her right away. Whoever her employer
Yes.
is, I don't know who her employer, but she got fired Friday. This particular
Yes.
female. Yeah,
Yes.
she
And
would clock in and leave.
That's what happened to me. But see, the thing about it is that I had office managers. I
Uh-huh.
had more than one location. You understand?
Okay.
And I'm thinking that the location that I had, how you thinking you got good people. Oh, I'm
Right.
grabbing them out the church, and I know
Yeah.
that these church folks is not going to tear me down. And I know my people, they know that when they attach to me, they're going to be blessed. But the
Mm.
thing about it is that people, they envious, of what other people
Yeah.
get, and not knowing when I'm blessed, you blessed, and
Yeah.
it's like they took the same arm, because I was so good to my community. I mean, feeding these people, feeding over 250 people a month. And that's real talk. You understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not talking about cheap stuff. I mean, these people, none of my community, I was better than my mayor.
Yeah.
None of my community ever wanted for nothing I had. I mean, I was
Mhm.
helping them pay light bills, funerals, and everything. And
Yeah.
it's like the same arm that I extend to them. It's like they went ahead and they cut it off. That's why I say when I saw this show, Love and Marriage in Huntsville, I wanted to see them make it. It was enough for everybody. I mean,
Everybody. Yeah.
to be on a very huge platform. You understand what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
just get chills just talking about it. And you wonder why I be going so hard, because why we can't make it? Why we got to fight each other? Why we so much jealous? They on a whole big old huge platform where the entire world watching how black people can make it happen in a very, very small town, but they tearing each other down.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it
That's
happens. I mean,
horrible.
yeah, I think it's a slave mentality in us, the house Negro, the field Negro,
Hmm.
I think it's still embedded in our breaded down generational
Yes,
generation.
that's what it
Yeah,
is. It got
yeah,
to be. It got to be
yeah.
because and we're not going to be able to cross over until we shake that grave clothes off, that stinking mindset, because it's
Mhm.
embedded in our mind that, oh, I got to be jealous, I got to cover, just like with Portia. I mean, look how Portia went into somebody else's home and they invited her in the home, and she
Yeah.
covered somebody else's blessings. That's how they used to do me. I used to tell them, they don't know what's going on in my house. They don't
Yeah.
know if I'm bawling my eyes out, just because I might come out there and drive this or a living like this, or,
Hmm.
they don't know what's going on in the inside. They looking from the outside in.
Right.
And that's how Portia was. I used to tell people when it was with my business, don't look at me, look at God who blessed me with it. And just like Portia, don't worry about covering somebody else's blessings, because you might not be able to handle it, because you don't know what that person went through to get what they got.
Yeah, look, right now, Portia is divorcing or divorced, and come to find out, he is a scammer. She don't even know if that's his actual birth name. So,
Because she ran in because of
right,
what she saw.
what
She
she
was
thought he
covering
had.
somebody else's blessings,
Right,
the material side. She didn't want to
right,
get to know him. All she saw was how he was taking care of this
a
lady, but
Fallon.
don't know
Yeah.
what they did.
She
You,
didn't
you
know what
see?
Fallon was going
And
through.
that's the part that I just don't like. That really irks me.
Yeah.
Really, really irks me.
Well, they call it the green eye monster. A lot of people see you with something, a nice home, a nice car.
Hmm.
They see you looking good, spending money. They want it. You know,
Absolutely.
they
Absolutely. I
want
was
it.
depressed. I was depressed for almost 7 years.
Oh my
And
God.
I sat there, and that's how I started my YouTube, because I say, well, I could come on and do my little ministry, and
Yeah.
just talk, and clock out and just go.
Yeah.
And when I had this girl to help me uh do my channel, and how she had went ahead and scammed me, and it made me more traumatized. You understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it brought me back. Look, I got to fight my own people all the time, and
Yeah.
and just to see this show, how I see successful black, smart, beautiful entrepreneurs, people, how I say, man, they can sit there and they can make it work. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like we just hate to see one another make it.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
he
mean,
is. God is awesome all the time.
yeah. It's going to always be some snakes in the barrel. It's going to always be
Hmm.
those that's going to try to pull you down. a lot of people, you have to deal with them with a long handle spoon, and you
Mm-hmm.
can't let them get close to you. It's just
Mm-hmm.
the way, the way life is.
And you
You
see,
want to
I'm the
be
type of
friendly to
person,
everybody.
but see, I'm the type of person, I don't let everybody in my circle. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And but I also hate to see my people suffer. Hate to see my people struggle.
yeah.
And you thinking that, oh, you doing something, to help your people. Oh, D, I need a job. I need a job. Okay, come on. Oh, D, I'm going through. Okay,
Hmm.
come on. I'm gonna hire you. You understand what I'm saying? Not knowing that they had a motive. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
had people was coming in, and they know that I was going back to get my master's. You see what I'm saying? I
Uh-huh.
was going back to get my degree, because like I say, with Tisha, with that master's, that's very hard. You understand what I'm
Oh
saying?
girl, yeah,
And that's why I say, why people want to sit there and try to demolish her degree. I hate when people do that.
yeah.
They don't know what it took, to get where she's got. And I was going back to school, and soon in a minute I was going back to school, I had to go ahead and quit because all the stuff that was going on. You understand?
Oh
And
wow.
just to see how these people are tearing down each other. Oh, she's stupid. Oh, she don't know how to talk. But this girl got not two, but she got 3 degrees.
Oh
This
yeah.
girl got a BA and 2 masters.
Yeah.
And they wants to sit there and call her out just because she has an accent.
Well, it's something that they can't acquire. That's the way
Absolutely.
people are. If it's something that they cannot do, they're gonna dog you if you're doing it.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
what I had. I had that. I had PCA, and I
Hmm.
also had long term.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
PCA. That's personal care. I had
Right.
that. Hmm.
Yeah. And it's government funded, so they want you to acquire for every dime. You know.
Yeah, but see, the thing about it is that I was doing good long as I was running it myself. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
But the thing about it, I wanted to broaden it out, and even that's why I say, when somebody tell you to stop, if you got an intuition, say stop, stop. You
Uh
see what I'm
huh.
saying? You know how Mel sat there and say, God say go, but you stay stuck.
Right.
My sisters and all them say, you don't need to open up no more business. That's it. Stop, stop. But like when you start getting it, you keep wanting more and more and more and more
Right.
and more. You see what I'm saying? And once you get bigger, and
Mhm.
that's where all the chaos comes out of. But
Well, I know you have a background in cosmetology, right?
yeah, I started off with cosmetology. I
What
started
made you switch over to home health?
what made me switch. What made me switch over is because I always was the type of person that likes to give. You understand?
Okay.
And I consider myself like a woman of excellence. Like if I'm blessed, you blessed. So
Okay.
every year, when Christmas comes, I always, my whole entire community, go back to them and give them
Mhm.
bicycles and food and turkeys, and
Uh-huh.
I liked it to give. You understand what I'm saying? And
Okay.
I saw how, especially when it came to my people, how, they, some of them, the elderly people, they wasn't getting the care that they should have gotten. I knew that I could do it. You understand? Because I had a
Okay.
heart for people, and also it was my ministry. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was my ministry,
Mhm.
which I'm not gonna go into all that right there. But when I was going to the elderly, and helping them out, and I sat there and say, well, I know that, and my friend, she had home health as well. She was doing it in her location,
Oh,
and
okay.
she helped me to set up mines, and mines just went bloom, and I just had everybody just coming in, because
Mhm.
when you come into my place, I mean, the building was so beautiful, not tacky or nothing, because I'm a woman of excellence. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
And they saw how clean and how beautiful it just looked, like you was going into a house, nothing raggedy, a brand new building from the ground up. And
Mhm.
everybody was coming into my business, sit there and say, well, if her her business is so clean and beautiful, then I know that my client's home gonna be clean and beautiful. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right.
But the thing that I made a mistake is that I gave everybody a key, letting everybody in my business, and letting
Oh.
everybody, and that's where it messed up.
Right.
And like I said, if I wouldn't have never had a professional bookkeeper, I promise you to God, I would have been in
Mm.
prison.
Wow.
I would have
Wow.
been in prison because not knowing that these girls was turning in time. But now they do something different now where
Mhm.
they track it out. You know how people sit there and say they're in the home and they're not in the home?
Right.
They starting something where they got to sit there and it's something on their phone where they can track them to see where they're about.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
they say power. And that's what I wish I had back then, but
Mhm.
they didn't have it at the time. But
Right. Right.
say, girl, I was traumatized. I really was. I was so. I had to go through a psychiatrist. You know what I mean? I was really messed up behind
Yeah.
that. But if it was not for the grace of God, I think I would have lost my mind.
Yeah, because if you hadn't been able to account for those for all that money,
Yes,
um,
yes,
they
yes.
would have locked you up.
And that's
Yeah,
why I tell everybody.
yeah, they would have prosecuted you.
That's why I tell everybody. I say, if you're going to start a business, make sure you have a bookkeeper.
Yeah,
Make sure if you're going to sit there and have that business, just use yourself as an employee,
yeah,
and you get a paycheck. That's how I was. You understand what I'm saying?
right.
You know how people just because you got a business, I'm going to just pull this money and pull that money. No, I already set amount of what I'm going to make, and that's going to be my salary. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
That's why, like I said there and say, I was able to get out all this right here because, girl, I mean, it was like a dark cloud over my
yeah,
head. It was like a dark cloud over my entire community because they know that they all was attached to my blessings. You understand what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And one thing about when the government cuts a check for a black person, they they're gonna watch you.
Yeah,
And all they need is for someone
to
to
say
drop a
yes.
dime,
That's it.
and they're gonna
But
be on
see, the thing about it, like with what I have,
you.
I
Hmm.
had I didn't write my checks either. You see,
Hmm.
that's what saved me. I had a company called Paycheck. You ever heard of a company called
Okay,
Paycheck?
okay,
Yeah, see, I had a company called Paycheck and I had a bookkeeper.
okay, okay.
So if I didn't have all that in place, then girl, I
Wow.
probably spent about 10 years in jail in prison.
Yeah.
That's why I fight so hard. I fight so hard for black businesses and still to the day, small businesses. Because like I say, I started my cosmetologist. I got my cosmetologist license. I was like maybe about 17. I didn't even have to pay for a cosmetologist license because they know in my town I was good, in
Yeah.
hair, right? Where all I had to do is write an essay and they sat there and they gave me $9,000, on a scholarship,
Yeah. Oh
and
wow.
from there, like I said, I start from the bottom, just like, like you said there, I start from the bottom and God allowed me to sit there and prosper. And everybody was thinking, oh, don't be jealous of me. Don't be hating. Don't envy me. Used to call me Miss Chancellor and all this. I mean, had it going on, but God had to allow me to fall flat on my face. My knees
Yeah.
wasn't good enough for God. I had to fall flat on my face because, like I said there and say, you can never build a solid foundation off a material possession. It's like building a house on sinking sand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time when
Absolutely.
you chase after money, continue chase. It's like you never get enough. But all that right there is just going to be a fall. You understand? Because it makes you forget who you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah. It
And
does.
I had to fall completely on my face. You hear me?
Girl. Well, you were able to survive it. That's the
I was,
important thing.
and I
Yeah.
survived through the grace of God. And I'm
Girl.
surprised I'm able to tell you without even crying. That's why when that girl came, when I came on here and when she had took my money, right? I cried
Hmm.
my eyes out. And the reason why I had cried my eyes was not because of no $300. I wouldn't. I told this girl, look, you help me with my channel. You would never want for nothing. And I
Hmm.
promise you, while she was sitting there struggling, going through, if she would have sat there and helped me, I promise you that child would have never wanted for nothing. But the thing about it, our people, some of us, not all of us, we always want something for nothing.
Yeah. Well, that's
And
true.
when she took my money and made me cry, and knowing I extended myself to her, it was like she just took my arm and cut it off.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I tell you, you never know. A lot of times when you come in contact with people, what their ulterior motives are, and
Hmm.
a lot of people don't mean you any good at all. They're looking for opportunity to get you.
That's it.
It's unfortunate, but it's true.
That's it.
And
the thing about it, the ones that knew what was going on, because I had everything. I had my the location that all that stuff happening. I had office manager. I gave her assistant manager, and I gave her a field service, and I gave her a social worker. So she had everything. She had everything. So no way in the world that them girls should have been not in that home, in those people's home. They should have been knowing exactly what's going on, because the field service go out there to see if the client's in the home, but they all was working together. And by they was all working together, want me to tell you what happened? They all went to jail.
Oh my goodness,
You never win when you play dirty. Because I sit there and say, I'm not going to take a fall for nobody. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I fought them for 7 years. I said, I'm not taking a fall. I'm not taking a fall. I said, you just going to have to arrest me, because I'm not taking a fall. They would say, oh, she must have knew what was going on. Well, you open up them books and you'll see if I knew what was going on, right?
Yeah. Wow.
And that's what saved me, because I could have been in prison.
Girl.
And that's why I take it so hard, and I take it so personally. How these people going and stalking Stormy's business, how they trying to shut Tisha's down, and I take all that stuff personal. I take it very personal.
It's a lot of low down people. It's a lot of low down people.
Thank you, guys.
But people, what do they say? Birds of a feather flock together.
Yes.
Melanie has a low down spirit to me, so she attracts those type of people. Those are the people that cling to her. The people with the same spirit and nasty attitude and mean spirit that she has. So they're gonna get her too.
Thank you, Elizabeth. She said,
they will
sorry
take
that
her
happened
down.
to you. Yep.
They will take her down.
Absolutely. Elizabeth said, give yourself credit for having the knowledge
to
know to use an outside company to write checks for hiring a good bookkeeper. Absolutely. And they was there all the way to the end.
Yeah, girl.
All the way to, and I'm so glad. Like I said, I live in a very, very small town, and my community is very good to me. The judges, the police, the lawyer, everybody. You understand? I had good people on my side. Good people on my side.
They were looking out for you.
Even the judge, like I said there and say, they know, ain't no way in the world. Why would I steal for myself? Right.
Absolutely.
So that was my business.
Lucky. So lucky. Yeah.
But if I wouldn't have had a bookkeeper, I had someone do my billing. Thank God. Because I already said, when I set this home health up, because I wanted to make sure I have somebody do my billing. I want to make sure someone do my checks and someone do my bookkeeper. The only thing that I didn't keep a watch on, and that's the timesheets, because if I knew that it was that easy for them girls to sit there and turn in time and wasn't, just doing that, I would have watched that more close. I would have made sure that they would have someone would have overseered them. But you can't really watch home health now. You can, because it's a device now.
Right. Yeah, the GPS on the phones, they can tell where they are.
And the sad thing about it, I won't tell you no lie. I had 40 employees at that location.
Wow.
All of them that did that was black. All the white ones, none of the white ones was arrested. And I'm too ashamed to say that. You hear me?
Oh my God. Yeah, I can see it. I believe it. I don't know why we are like that. Not all of us.
Absolutely, Bertha.
If we see a niche where we can do some dirt for money, we will. Money is, like they say, it's the root of all evil.
Absolutely. The love of money.
The love of money, absolutely. Yes.
Bertha say, when your father cover you, you covered blessings. Absolutely.
Right.
When God got you, no devil in hell can prevail against you.
Yeah, and if you're definitely trying to do the right thing, you have no intentions of doing wrong or being sneaky and underhanded, most likely it's going to come out in your favor. It's the people that try to be slick.
Yep. And the thing about it is that they never wanted for nothing. Everybody that was connected to me, they never had to buy food.
Well. Yeah.
They never had to buy food. They never had to buy toiletry. Nothing. Their pantries was full. It was like an overflow. You hear me?
Greed.
It was like, ain't, I promise you, I promise you, I can get anybody on my platform and tell you how good I was on my
I believe
community.
you.
And
I
I'm
believe you.
surprised I'm not even crying any. So this is God, because I'm still triggered behind all this right here.
Yeah.
But I
Wow.
promise you, nobody in my community wanted for nothing. I saw one of my clients, they couldn't even get her from out of the house, to get her to the doctor. I asked the client, I say, what you need? She said, I need a wheelchair ramp. You know, a wheelchair ramp.
Oh, okay.
I sat there and built her a wheelchair ramp. One of my clients sat there and say, I used to sit under my tree every day. I would love to sit under my tree. I built her a wheelchair chair ramp. One of my clients, her husband died. I paid for the entire funeral. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I said there and say, when they sat there and messed that business up, I saw some of them was working at the nursing home, putting trash in a trash bin. I couldn't even get them to even take the trash out. You understand what I'm
Wow.
saying? All they wanted to
Wow.
do is stay in the business.
Wow. I don't know why is the people that try to do the right thing always get mistreated.
Mhm.
You know, it's strange. The more you try to do right and do right by people, the more chance you're going to have to be dogged out.
That's
I guess
it.
it's the kind spirit, you know. You don't expect for people to be low down and rotten, but they are. So
That's
it
it.
is. Yep.
Now you see why I go so hard. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I go so hard, and if it wasn't for my faith and if it wasn't for my God, like I said there and say, I don't know if I would be talking to you today, because that was a hard blow.
Oh, I can
Especially
imagine.
when you going through and really don't know what you was going through. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That was a
Absolutely.
hard blow. That was a hard blow.
I believe it, girl. But you survived it. You know, strong
Mm,
and dedicated to doing what's right, and you're gonna come out on top. That's why I say the
mhm.
cast and Martell gonna come out on top because
Absolutely.
Tisha is a good girl.
Mhm.
She has every intention on doing what's right. She's not trying to be mean spirited to nobody or to
Mhm.
backstab Melly or to take from people. That's why they're gonna come out on top. Now, girl,
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna curse.
You never went playing
You
dirty.
never win when you play dirty.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
And
you
I
see
always say
why you see why now I always fight for the underdog, right?
yeah, yeah, oh yeah. You know, I sometimes I want to walk away.
Mhm.
Like I said, if this new season comes up and they are still trying to behave or interact with her the way they were last season, most likely I'm gonna walk away.
Mhm.
I won't be supporting them as hard. I'll put it to you like
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
Because I believe in if somebody is trying to help you, then you need to be willing to stand up for yourself.
Absolutely.
So if they, I'm out, I won't support them. It's hard. If it looks like to me they're still trying to deal with her,
Mhm.
I won't. I will probably come on your show and we'll chit chat about it, but they will not get the same support.
Mhm. But I've
Yeah,
been was trying to move away from it and get into my
yeah,
ministry, but it's just that, I built this show on a reality, and every time when I try to steer it away and try to get into my ministry, I always end up back to this reality show, because this is the way that I
well, pick
built it.
right,
Yeah.
right, right. Well,
Now I can go and start another channel.
yeah,
You
that's
see what
what
I'm
I was just getting
saying?
ready to say. You can start
Yeah.
a ministry channel
Hmm.
and leave this one for this and
Yeah.
start you a straight ministry channel.
Yeah, because
Um,
I said we all got a testimony, and I'm an
yeah,
overcomer, through the blood of the Lamb. We all got a testimony. We all been through hell and back,
you
and
better
if you
believe
have
it.
never been through nothing, honey, you better start praying, because trust me, boo boo, it's on the way.
Yeah,
You gonna go through.
everybody go through something at some point. It ain't
Mhm.
about whether you are going to go through something. It's just a matter of when and how
Absolutely.
you're going to recover from it. Because everybody gonna go through something.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
But
but
the sad thing about it is, it's just time for us to stop acting like
hmm,
crabs in a crabs in a barrel. It's time for us to stop it.
Yeah, but it's part of the nature of the black person. Black people. A lot of them, they have that crabs in the barrel mentality. And it ain't going nowhere.
Absolutely.
Yep. Well, I don't know. The girls must be busy tonight. No Ashanti, no Nicole, no misbehaving. Everybody, what's tonight?
Well,
Wednesday night?
I guess God must have had it just for you and I.
Yeah. No girls tonight, and I really enjoy listening to Butterfly and
Yes,
Nicole and Ashanti and misbehaving. I
absolutely.
love to hear you guys interact. And I'm just oh, and the new
Mhm.
girl, what's her name? Jocelyn.
Oh, I like the Jocelyn. She has a very, very
Yeah,
sweet
she's a very
spirit.
sweet
Yeah,
personality.
I really
But
liked
everybody
her.
must be busy tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh
I really
wow.
liked her. But like I said, everything is meant to be of what it is. God may have wanted me to just tell my testimony. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it might have
So
been this might have been a night for you to
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
because
uh
like I say, it's time for us to sit there and stop trying to tear each other down. That
yeah.
jealousy. I mean, that green eyed monster. I just hate it.
Yeah, well they are making money. I don't know how much they're making, but they have
Mhm.
some of them have 10,000 subscribers, some have I think 19,000 subscribers. They have quite a few, so they are making a little check. So that motivates them.
Absolutely. Elizabeth say continue to provide good content and ask questions. Thank you for your time tonight and for sharing. Absolutely.
Oh
And
wow.
guys, I thank you for coming up. We're gonna
Yeah.
go ahead and close it up because we did a 2 hour. So guys, thank you. Thank you very, very much. Like I said,
Yeah.
I didn't know I was gonna go that way, but like I said,
Mhm.
when God's in the midst, you don't know what's gonna happen. I just let go and let God.
Yeah.
But only thing that I can say is that we just got to start coming together because it's just small businesses. We have maybe about 1% of black businesses right here in the United States. And it's time for us to sit there and take back what's rightfully ours. So go ahead and close it out, Lodge.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for coming in. The people that did come in and uh support Lady D and the team, the cast, and I'll see you next time. Everybody enjoy yourself. Have a great night.
All right, girl. And I thank you for coming on and helping a sister out, okay? And
Okay,
like I
okay.
said, God knows exactly what he's doing. And all I could do is
Yeah,
just let him be God, accept what he
yeah,
allowed. Amen. And he had
yeah,
the right person he know, to come on
yeah.
because enough is enough. So girl, I'm finna go ahead and rest because I've been on here for 2 hours, but I'm gonna go ahead and text you and see if you want to go ahead
Yeah,
and just do a show next week because I'm gonna pretty much be out because
right.
I don't it's some things that yeah, I'm going to the hospital. Okay, so make sure you keep me in prayer.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and
okay.
text it to you and it's a little smaller procedure I have to get done here.
Yeah, now I've got to check my schedule because I'm still helping
Oh
out with
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. You
brands,
sure
and
do. You sure do. You sure
yeah,
do.
I'm free
Yeah.
tonight. And
Hmm.
it just depends on their work
Yeah.
schedule. I'm
Yeah.
trying to help them out because it's expensive to pay for
Yes.
childcare. So
Oh, you still doing childcare?
yeah, I mean for the grandkids, not every
Oh,
day, not
okay.
as much. They don't need me
Okay.
as much because the other
Yeah.
grandmother is helping out. But
Yeah.
we taking turns. So
Yes.
hopefully, I'll be able to help them out as much as I can. To help
Yeah.
them save money.
But I might be on it's just a outpatient. It's not like,
Oh, okay.
yeah. It's
Oh
it's
well.
just outpatient. So I might be on or I'm gonna just give myself a little rest. It all depends
Right.
how I feel.
Girl, you gotta rest. You gotta take care of you.
Oh yeah, because I've been coming on just about every day.
I know. I know. You
Yeah.
sure have.
Yes.
All right,
So
dear.
all right, love. Thank you for coming on here.
Okay. Bye
All
bye.
right, be blessed here.
You too.
All right. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. Thank you, Bertha Raymond. Thank you for coming in. She says storm is rolling through tomorrow across nations. Be safe, blessings. Okay, okay. Elizabeth Harthgrove, guys, thank you for coming on, being a part of my life. All the ones that's out there in the bushes, guys. Thank you for coming on. Make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. So on that note, guys, you all be blessed and have a very good, prosperous night.